I think right now between Macklin, Celebrini, and Lane Hutson, I would go 1-2. Then I would put Michkov third. Welcome to episode 16 of the Barely Onside podcast with your hosts, Jonny G and Pelly. How you doing, man?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent, man. How was your day today?
My day? Well, besides, healing from my vasectomy, that was on Tuesday. It sucks. I give females credit for popping out babies. Or having C-sections. C-sections are a very invasive surgery. But yeah, this little procedure, I feel like all my friends are like, oh, it's fine, it's easy. Yeah, maybe it is easy, but I'm just not built that way. It's uncomfortable. You wear a jock strap to keep it all tight. It just sucks, man. And I mean, I'm getting through it. Ibuprofen, Tylenol, every 4 to 6 hours, popping pills. But hey, it's okay. But today, guess what? From the Children's Hospital Gala, we bid an auction, and we paid $300 for Santa to come visit us for 30 minutes today. And the kids were so happy. We had a few friends over with their kids. He was the real deal. And I'm talking everything to a T. Wow. Incredible. And he even gave us this big book. It's from like the 1800s, which is pretty cool. But it was great, man. Had some pops, watched the Flyer game. I made, what did I make? I made beef dip with homemade au jus with garlic aioli. It was fantastic. And then I made a barbecue chicken sandwich as well. Same thing. But it was good, man. Nice little Saturday, How was yours?
Yeah, it was good. That's good, man. It was good. It wasn't a birthday party, but we had a play date with one of Lexi's friends. She rides the bus with Lexi in the morning. That's where we met. Kind of nice that they were the same age. I think she's turning 6. Lexi turned 5, but they're both in senior kindergarten. Met at the bus stop. Go to the same school, obviously. So yeah, they've known each other for almost a year now, and this is the first time they've had a play date. And she invited
nice.
It was her dad invited like a bunch of her best friends, right? So there's probably 3 or 4 other kids there, some older kids, which was nice because I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but when you go somewhere and there's older kids, maybe 11, 12, 13. They love kids, especially the girls.
Yeah.
They love babies. So Marley, being 2 years old, at first she was all with daddy. She wouldn't leave me. She's like, daddy, daddy, daddy. But then these girls came, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, she's so cute. And then they take her, and I don't see her for hours, and they're just playing the entire time. Yeah. And it's just like, oh,
take
that's
her.
So
take
sweet.
Her.
Yeah, because now she's enjoying it.
Give me a break.
She's enjoying it. I have a break talking to the parents, man. Just chilling. So it was a lot of fun, man. And she had gifts. They had gifts for all the kids. So when we left, it was parting gifts, and it was
little candies for the kids.
It was what was it? It was a backpack. It was
wow,
clean jewelry, living. Chocolate, Lindor chocolate. It was
wow.
If I had to
little put Christmas gifts.
If I had to put a value to each bag, I would say probably $35 at least a bag. And there was 6, 7, or 8 of these bags, and I'm like, wow, that's a good play date.
Way to pay it forward.
I know, right? And I was I thought it was a birthday.
Yeah,
that was my impression, right? At first, when he telling me about it, I was like, okay. And then I was like, Caitlin, just make sure this is a birthday, because he was kind of implying that it wasn't. And so we just asked him straight out, is this a birthday?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, just a play date, And then we go, and then you have all these gifts, and I'm like, I feel like we should have brought something. And then the next parent, a set of parents come. And they brought stuff, and I was like, I feel like I should have brought something, right? But they told me not to. But it's just maybe I should have.
Was it a potluck? You bring food too?
No, it was just no. It was just a play date.
Huh?
but it was like a very special play date. It was a more of it was a play date on crack. You know what I mean? Like it was just,
I love it.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. Parents are pretty cool. These are all new people to me, so there was one Nova Scotian, so that was fun.
Out east.
Love it, bud. We had a
washing walls.
Really good time catching up there, hey, bud? Oh, it was good.
Yeah,
oh, she was good. It was all good. But yeah, it was legit. Fun, man. And, yeah, so we went there like 1 o'clock, got home at like 5. Marley went to bed. Marley had a hard time falling asleep though, man. And I'm just
she's probably all jacked up, probably overtired.
No, yeah, exactly. Overtired.
That's funny because our friends left at like 8 o'clock after. Well, they were about to leave, and then the Flyers tied it up. Went to the OT, and I said, "You guys you can't leave yet. You're gonna jinx it." And I'm holding Gabriel, and when the Flyers scored the OT winner, I jumped. Baby starts crying again because he's, scared him. But they left after, and yeah, I just I gave both kids tablets, and I said, "Okay, let's give Mom a break. You guys want to go to your room? You go to your room." And then I think Danica got the other kid down. I'm not sure, but I'm down here. So, but I mean,
are they asleep?
I mean, they're gonna be tuckered out, but they're also come back over for Christmas dinner too, because they're actually from Toronto area, I believe.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
Good people, but and it's also day 5 of me quitting vaping, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Congratulations, man! That's a big deal.
I decided just to quit it, and man, it was the hardest thing. I thought it was going to be the hardest thing because I've been talking to a hypnosis person to get it done. And I'm like, man, if I pay $500 and it doesn't work, I'll be pissed. And, with the guy with ADHD and stuff, it's hard to focus on a task to be maybe hypnosis. I'm not sure what the analytics are for a person who can be hypnosed, who has, a problem focusing. But yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
So once I can do 24 hours, it's like, okay, easy. Give me some nicotine pouches. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
That's awesome. So you didn't get get hypnotized. That's
nothing. I was going to. I've been talking about this for like probably 8 months.
Yeah, that's good, man. So, sounds like you sound like you're done with it.
I mean, I would love to do it. It's so much fun. It's easy, and it gives you a nice little buzz sometimes. But no, it's good. You don't wake up feeling hungover because person who vapes likes to vape, and you probably abuse it. Right?
Yeah,
it's always with you.
Yeah,
it's always there.
That'd be good for the kids.
That's it. Long term,
too. Right?
Absolutely. They don't want to.
And I don't like. They don't want to see it. They don't want to have They want a healthy dad. Yeah. So that's good. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
You'll stick to it.
Pack a little lip dinners. You're good to go. Little lip dinner. A lip dinner.
Oh man, I am as clean as it comes these days, man.
You are clean, not as I remember, but you were.
We
fun
had
guy
our fun
back
for sure, man. We had our fun back
did.
at the Shark Club. Shark Club.
Rigs, oil field.
Yeah. Good times. Right. It was good times.
Let's dive into.
It's funny though.
Hockey talk.
Quickly before I say that brings me. Actually, I have 2 things. So yeah, Caitlin. First of all, Caitlin cannot believe when she's been with me for the last 10 years. She cannot imagine me working on the oil rigs.
Yeah, it's weird. I can't see you either, just because you're not like a built.
Yeah, that's funny.
A blue collar guy.
Yeah, exactly. And my driller, when I finally quit the rigs, my driller was like, "You know what, John? Go back to school, man. You're not cut out for this." And not in a negative way where I couldn't do it, because I could do it.
He wants what's best for you. He wants what's best for you.
He just did not see me in that lifestyle. He's thought I could do more, but.
And you got to respect that, right? And my dad too. I remember my dad fired me in 2013, and this is after I graduated, college, all that stuff. And he said, just go get a, corporate job, what you went to school for. And that's what I did. And then the oil field crashed, But yeah, now look at me. So
there you go. That's awesome.
Worked out.
Yeah. That's kind of similar story. Like we kind of share the similar story.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Is your dad still drilling?
No, man. He quit that. He's sick of working away. So he, he's been a truck driver now. He drives truck.
Oh, really? Like what kind of truck?
Oh, it's like a 30-foot, 5-ton truck. does Calgary, Lethbridge, Fort Macleod, Croz's Pass,
What do they carry?
Yeah. Everything. Everything from alcohol, the tires, everything.
Okay, cool. Does he like that? He must like being able to come home every day.
He doesn't like going to Calgary, but he likes taking out the west and south trips.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so he's
very used to
funny
those
guy.
roads, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome, man. So one more thing too.
Yeah, man.
Elf on the Shelf. It's coming to an end. It's pretty close. We got like what?
Ooh.
Oh, a few more days. But anyways, Caitlin. I'm like sitting watching the hockey game last night. And like all of a sudden Caitlin comes over to me and she's got nail polish. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I'm painting your toes. And I was like, what are you talking about?
No.
She was like, yeah, the elf is painting your toes. And I was like, whatever, I don't really care. So whatever. She paints them red, green on all 10. And so Lexi this morning, I'm in bed. Lexi has taken over my bed. So I'm in her bed by myself in her bed, getting a good sleep. And then I hear her wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I got to play this off once she goes downstairs and realizes that the elf has done this to me. So she goes downstairs, whatever. I hear her come up and then she comes up and looks at my toes and starts cracking up. Just loves it, man. Fucking loves it. And I just play it off. I'm like, what the heck? Who did this? Oh, that elf. Oh my gosh. So bad. But they're still painted. And it looks hilarious, man. But I just love her reaction. But we got a few more days of that and that's over. Thank God. The elf on the shelf.
We got to do that next year because it's funny that Santa that we hired that came here today talked about the elf on the shelf. And I think next year we're going to introduce that to the kids.
Yeah.
So it was fun. Yeah. I mean, if you can hire Santa, man, I recommend it. What we did was we bought these 3 gifts, for Gabriel, Wolf and Everly, and then our friend's daughter. And I put it in the back of our pickup. Santa comes there, grabs the boxes, comes in, and the smiles on the kids' faces, man. Oh, they're like, what is going on? And they weren't scared. This guy was the real deal, man. And and he pulls after, he does everything and they open him up, the gifts. And Wesley's gift was, it's like an Amazon top. They sell it every year, but it's the one truck that can basically drive vertically on the roof, wall, man. And we have 30 foot, ceilings in one room, right? So this thing's going up all around. Oh man,
that's
so
awesome.
Much fun. It's more of a gift for Dad, I'd say.
Do you like it?
But I love it. They love it.
That's funny because Caitlin bought that gift.
It
was supposed to be for our nephew, but then we had a birthday party last Saturday, and I was like, I don't want to go out. Let's just get him that. We'll just give him that because it's been sitting here for a while. And I was like, because Caitlin was like, yeah, it's upstairs. I'll go grab it. And then the box is like this big, so small. And I was like, is this it? It's all we're going to give him. But then I hear reviews and everything. People love this shit.
Amazing. It's amazing. It sells out. I would have kept it.
That's wild. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So so that's a good gift then. That's a good gift. Okay.
It's an amazing gift.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I got to actually get Danica a bunch of gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I asked her what she wanted and she said, she wants these shoes. And I got a bunch of stuff. I have these up for my benefits. So I said, what do you want from Lululemon? So she sends me a list of all her Lulu stuff. So
you get benefits from Lululemon?
Well, I get my health and wellness, right? So I get $500. I can. It's anything. Exercise, right? So cool. Whether it's for me and my wife, I can use it, right? So
that's neat.
Smoke them if you got them. Yeah, absolutely. And I got to use it up, right? So
that's sweet.
Yeah.
You can buy two items there. That's amazing. $500.
I think you can buy more, and she gets a discount because she's a nurse with AHS.
Right,
Alberta.
they do. They get all the.
She gets 10% off. So
I remember.
We'll see.
Remember going with my brother-in-law. Is that what that would be? Caitlin's sister's man. I think it's a brother-in-law or something like that. He's a police officer and he went to Lululemon and got that discount too. It's cool. We're in the wrong profession. No, actually.
Yeah. Well,
not really.
I get decent discounts, but I just use hers.
Yeah. Yak, man. I'm excited for Christmas though. But anyways, okay, we'll probably do another podcast before Christmas, maybe.
Yeah.
So
there's gonna be some gifts that we're gonna have to open up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on?
I think you might receive a gift. You might receive a gift in the next couple days.
I did nothing for anyone. I didn't do anything for you.
You might receive a gift from Santa that we might have got for you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's exciting.
I don't know.
I'm very excited.
We'll find out. You might get a gift.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, I'm excited. Caitlin knows. I was like, Caitlin, I checked your Facebook Messenger. She's like, no, you didn't. I was like, no,
you fucked up.
I didn't do it.
You fucked up.
I didn't do that.
My wife's been talking to your wife.
Yeah, exactly, on Facebook Messenger.
Don't blow
I was like, I could just go check. I'm like, Caitlin's like she won't give me any clues at all. Like, I'm just like
don't wreck it.
Like, what if I end up buying them something like, is it a size? Do I need to get a size? I'm just like, but I'll wait. I got big plans for us, what we're gonna do. Because
that's good. I got plans for you.
I got plans. Okay, so.
All right.
Let's move on to some hockey, man, because both of our teams won tonight, so that's good. You want to start with Montreal? Finally. You want to do Philly? Montreal? Philly?
Let's start with Philly. Let's start with Philly.
All right, man.
Because, my gosh,
let me scroll down to Philly here. All right. I'll tee it up for you. The Philadelphia Flyers come from behind 3 times to beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-4 in overtime. Down 2-0 in the third. Morgan Frost and Noah Cates scored their 5th goals of the season to tie it up 2-2. What happens next? Columbus scores shortly after. Down 3-2, Frost scores his 2nd goal of the game to tie it back up. But under 5 minutes to go, Columbus retakes the lead. But Tyson Forrester scored with about a minute and a half left. I didn't see the game. Did they pull the goalie?
We did. We pulled the goalie.
The goalie pulled, scored to tie it up, forcing overtime. And Owen Tippett plays hero, scoring his 11th of the season, finishing the night with 1 goal and 3 assists. Is that right? It's a good game. 4 points. TK, Travis Konechny added 3 assists in the win, and Sam Arison stopped 21 of 25 shots faced. What can you say about this game, man? Big win.
It was great to get the win, obviously. I think we lost 4 in a row. I think, or 3. I forget.
3.
But either way,
3.
We needed that win because we're hovering around that wild card spot. But Frost played so good.
Did he?
And I can say, like, this game wasn't really that fun to watch until the third period, because I think they were up on us. What was it? They had 1, 2. Yeah, so the third period, there was 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 5 goals, right? So, or 6. Yeah, because it was 3-3. No, 5. But no, man, Frost played really good. Tippett is coming out of his shell. Forster's getting traction too, which is really good. But the Frost, Tippett, and Konechny are just rolling right now. And Sean Couturier is out. I'm not sure what happened, if he's sick, but he didn't play today. So they brought up Ollie Lexell from the Phantoms. He had a really good game. He actually had a goal, but it got disallowed because of offside challenge by their coach. But yeah, he would have had that goal. It's unfortunate. And then Tippett had that beautiful OT win. And then I don't know what's going on with the goaltending situation. Defense has just been awful. Just not good, man. I don't know what's going on. And I hate to throw Drysdale under the bus, but man, he is not, he was -3 tonight. And it's terrible. And I know they sent down our other Emile Andre back to the Phantoms, but we just need to get some better defense. It's not working, and I think they need to switch up Sealer with Sealer and Drysdale aren't driving well together. They got to split that shit up. So And then the goaltending,
yeah.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm not sold. It's since Drysdale and Eriksson are back, we're not playing good, which is weird. We played better when it was Fedotov and Coley in net.
Fedotov, Kolosov. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
And now you've played Eriksson. You played Eriksson 4 out of 5 games, I believe.
Yeah, at least
I believe.
for sure. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And Eriksson played good tonight, but there were some questionable. He had one goal where he screwed up. He went out of his net and messed up.
Yeah.
But other than that, he played well. But yeah, it was a third period team. That's all I can really comment.
Yeah, and it's against the Jackets too, right? Like you probably after like losing 3 straight, you probably wanted a game against like a team like the Jackets who were also struggling. It would have been nice to have like kind of a dominant win, just like, hey, like let's get back on track here. But they had to battle through it again. But I mean, it might be good for them in the long run. A little adversity like this and a win like that. It's a big win, no matter who it's against.
Yeah, this team, I mean, the Jackets played really good hockey, but I'd say like this game, the key guys needed to score, like Frost, Tippett, and one big name is Noah Cates. He is the one who made 2 of the plays happen. Like he got the beautiful pass to Tippett for the breakaway that scored. And then Cates had, I think he had another beautiful, he had a goal. Yeah, he did. Yeah. He scored the second goal, which was awesome. Mm-hmm. So he's playing good too. He's had like probably 4 or 5 points out of the last like 8 games.
Yeah.
So he's doing really well. So
yeah, it seems like some of those players are coming along or coming around.
They are. They're coming around. Late bloomers. But
yeah, exactly. Got off to a real slow start. But yeah, it's kind of funny though, like that Eriksson, I don't know, man. Like you guys were in such a good groove before Eriksson came back. Like both goalies were like on winning streaks. I think they won like almost 3 or 4 games each in a row at some at around that time.
Yeah,
everything seemed to be clicking, and then all of a sudden he comes back, and I don't know, man. You don't want to blame the goalie. Obviously, Eriksson's played pretty good, but man, something's changed.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
like, do you think that 3 goalie situation, like, is it time to send someone back? I mean, like,
well, you're having that extra guy on the roster, right? I think you're best to send one guy down so you can get another guy from the AHL to come up, like say Anthony Richard,
yeah,
or bring up another D, Hunter McDonald, So yeah. I even think too, why not bring Luchenko back up? Why not?
I don't think they can, or can they? I don't know. Well,
I think you could, can't you?
I think you can.
That's a pipe dream, John.
Yeah, I remember last year when Montreal called up Owen Beck, and Owen Beck played one professional or one game with Montreal, but he was coming from Peterborough with the Peterborough Petes, and he played one game in Montreal. So I guess you could, but I don't know exactly how that works. So I think there's more to it.
It's a pipe dream. It's a pipe dream. It would never happen.
No, there's no reason to do that at this point. But people are mad, like on Twitter or X. Sorry, people are mad at Emile Andre being sent down. Man, like people liked him.
He's good. I think he's made a few mistakes in the last 3 previous games, and I think it is true he has messed up. I don't think he should have been sent down. I think he should have just sat maybe a few games out. But Eric Johnson hasn't played in a while either.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't know, man. It's hard to see what's going on. I think there's other issues that they need to figure out. But time will tell.
Yeah, one win. So. I mean, at least they won tonight, right? At least they won. Can't complain.
Yeah, if we can get that next W, we play Pittsburgh on Monday.
Yeah.
That'll be a tough game. And then you get 4 days off and you play Anaheim on next Saturday. So, yeah, if we can get 2 wins, it'd be good. So, it'll be really good.
Right on. All right, let's dive into the Montreal stuff.
Let's go for it.
Let's do it. The Montreal Canadiens beat the Detroit Red Wings, winning both games in their back-to-back. They played them last night and beat them last night. The Canadiens got goals from Miro, his 4th, Jake Evans, number 7, Emil Heineman with his 8th of the season, rookie, 4th-line rookie. Brendan Gallagher scored his 9th, and of course, Patrik Laine with another big night, scoring his 8th goal of the year in just 9 games. And Pelly, you guessed it, it was on the power play. All 8 goals so far scored on the power play. What a beauty, man. There's nothing better than watching this power play right now. It's unreal. And it's Lane Hutson, 2 more assists and a point for Alex Carrier. His first point as a Montreal Canadian, so that's pretty exciting, man. But overall, just an awesome game. They really took it to them tonight, and I love it because I hate Detroit. And like these Detroit-Montreal games are getting really good. They finished off the season last year back-to-back games, and they were awesome games. And then so far this year, these 2 games, awesome. These teams really provide entertaining hockey.
Well, and man, like your team is buzzing right now. Ever since Laine's been back in the lineup, I think you've only had 1 loss.
It could be right.
Right?
Pittsburgh.
I think so.
I know. I think we had more than that. That's 9 games. There's no way we've won.
Has it been 9 games now?
Yeah. So he's got 8 goals in 9 games. But I mean, we've been much better, man. We've been much better.
Oh, your power play has been exceptional.
Yeah.
Having him on that left wing, man. God, he's just passing the puck, and you guys are going to score. Yeah, it's exciting to watch, man. It's exciting to watch. It's definitely, you definitely don't want to take a power play, take a penalty playing you guys right now. You guys are hot. I'm not sure what your percentage is, but it's looking pretty good. But yeah, you're saying, you guys are rolling. You guys are playing, and the games you're winning by a lot. Right? You're destroying teams, and Detroit's a great team. So
yeah, it's a big win. I didn't
beat them.
I did not expect Montreal to beat Detroit both games because Detroit's, they're not a great team, but they're fighting for that wild card spot too. And I thought, they probably saw Montreal on the schedule and was like, well, we can probably win these 2 games, and Montreal just took it to them. It was awesome. But like I said, like Patrik Laine hasn't played great 5-on-5. Tonight was probably his best one, and him on the power play is just killer, man. And him and Lane Hutson together.
Lane Hutson.
Oh, there's nothing better, man. Nothing better.
If we could just get one player, it would be either a Patrik Laine or just another finesse defenseman, who adds a little more size but a big shot.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know who scored last night, though, from Montreal? His first goal of the season?
Arbor Jackeye.
Yes! Arbor.
Yes.
Loving it, man. He's
seen that yesterday.
Yeah, he's been playing such good hockey lately. It's so nice to see him score a goal, man. So nice to see him score a goal. Yeah, he really deserved that. Okay, you know what I noticed over the last 2 games, and it hasn't just been the last 2 games. It's been recently, but Montreal's bottom 6 are playing unreal right now. You have 2 lines that
Evans,
are just...
man. Dvorak, Armia.
Yeah.
I've noticed
Heineman,
that. They're getting points.
Gallagher and
They're getting
Anderson.
Points.
Like, I mean...
Yeah. And your young kid there, what's his name?
Emil Heineman.
Emil Heineman, yeah. He's been crushing it, dude.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
He's got 8 goals. Gallagher's got 9 goals. Evans got 7 goals. But, like, they're playing well. They're creating chances, but they're also playing well defensively. So, like, teams can't score against them. And they're always attacking. Like, they're always in the offensive zone. It's amazing. And then you have these guys like Armia, Evans, Dvorak, Anderson. They're all killing penalties. And I haven't checked how we're doing in the PK, but we have to be close to the top of the league. Like, these guys do not let power play goals in or penalty kill goal. They do not allow how would you say that? Power play goals. they don't give up
penalty kills.
Yeah, they don't give up any goals on the penalty kill. Like, it's unreal, man. Like, They've been so good, and this is what you need if you want to be a winning team. You need a good bottom six.
Oh yeah,
because it all
you gotta
kind
be
of starts
defensive.
there, man. It starts there because you need that foundation of players playing well defensively and locking shit
Yeah, like Jake
down,
Evans.
man.
Jake Evans, 7 goals, 12 assists, 19 points. That's your bottom 6 player. He's outscoring Slav, which is impressive.
Yeah, and that's four. That's fourth line center.
Yeah, I know, man.
So
no, he's one guy that needs to pick it up though is your boy Kirby Dach.
Kirby. You know what? That's 2 games in a row where Kirby's played pretty good. I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about him anymore. I think his play has gotten better. I think he'll be fine. I'm not too worried about him. I really like the Laine, Newhook, and and Doc line. The last couple games they've looked really good. So I'm hopeful they'll continue to play like that. And I think the top line right now is kind of the line that's not really going. It was nice to see.
Who's that? Suzuki Caulfield
and Slav.
Yeah, they might need to switch it up, maybe.
But no, you got to leave it. No, at this point, leave it.
Oh, leave it. Let them drive.
Yeah. You got your 4 lines. They're Slav scored tonight, so that's good. They played okay. Yeah, they didn't play terrible, but they could be better. The second line played really well, and then third, fourth, just perfect hockey. They're playing perfect hockey right now. So I mean, Montreal's in a good spot. Carrier looks good on defense. Like their defense looks good. Montembeault looks solid. Montreal's jiving, like you said, they're jiving right now. So
yeah, they're buzzing, man. Yeah. They're fun to watch right now too.
Yeah, they are,
especially in the power play. So
yeah.
All
right. I thought we would just have some fun here, and if we can make 3 moves, what would those be to make our team better? We can start with Philly. Let's go with Philly. Do you have... What are 3 things that you would do right now to improve this Philadelphia team?
I mean, if I could fix it, like I would like a guy like Max Domi, a guy who can score, but also be a pillar for that strength and toughness and the grittiness. To play with a guy like Matt Fay, because Domi he has speed, toughness, grittiness. I would love to have a guy like him. Even a guy like Josh Anderson on our team, to be honest. I think we lag with Delorier being out. We kind of lag that grittiness because we kind of just rely on Sealer right now, and you have Hathaway. But yeah, man, I don't know if we could trade. I know there's lots of talks with Toronto, but Lawton going to Toronto, and whether that's going to be who's coming back, I don't know. But Lawton was playing center, but he can play both. He can play wing or center, and he's a good centerman. But he's got a good 2-way game, block shots, hits. But I mean, if we can get a guy like, and even Robertson's been playing good too. Robertson's he's a pretty tough kid. Like he works hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I'd say that, and then maybe I get a guy like defense, like Bo Byram. I don't know. I want him.
You do.
He's coming off. I do. I want him. If Risto could go back to Buffalo, and we could somehow give up a first or a second round to get Bo Byram, man, that'd be nice. The setup for the future of Philly. I'm not sure how that would play. Like you said, I think he has 5.1 mil. Risto does.
Yeah, so Risto, I mean, I don't know if that's what they're looking for in Philly. I don't think that would be enough to grab him. And I don't know if Buffalo's looking for any more draft picks, right? I don't know if they're looking for any more draft picks at this point. I don't know if they're going to use Bowen Byram in something else, in a deal where they can get a superstar coming back. Maybe partner up with Cousins, or have him and Cousins go somewhere for a superstar. I don't know. That'll be interesting for sure. Risto, though. Actually, back to the Lawton. I mean, Lawton, it's funny you say Max Domi, because at first when you said that to me, I was like, no way Toronto would give up Max Domi for Scott Lawton. But then I just did a little research, and you look at the points, and Lawton's actually out producing Domi. He's got 7 goals, 16 points in 34 games. Domi only has 3 goals, 11 points in 26 games. So
Domi's struggling
so
this
maybe
year.
it's not as far fetched as I first thought.
Yeah.
As I first thought.
Yeah, man. I think Domi would be a nice little trade.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So
you want a defenseman? You want Max Domi?
We need a defense, and we need some sort of offense
and a little more
grittiness. I mean, I would like a guy like Marchenko would be cool too, from Columbus.
Oh right, yeah.
Another Russian player would be nice, man.
Yeah, just to be buddy with Michkov.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 2. Is there any more, or you want to move on to Montreal here? Because I got a few things.
I think that's good.
Yeah, right? Okay. Like, I was trying to think of 3 moves for Montreal, and I was like, man, like, right now, like, things are going so well in Montreal, like, I don't know what I could do, but I did think of something. The obvious one in Montreal is we need to replace Primo. Caden Primo has struggled all year, and the fact that they went with Montembeault in back-to-back nights against Detroit tells you that they do not trust Caden Primo. So, I mean, it's time for Montreal to look for a backup goalie. I have 3 targets. This might not even be possible at all. This might be the stupidest thing I've ever said, but I'm going to say it anyways. Jonathan Quick's a free agent at the end of the year. Marc-Andre Fleury and David Rittich, all free agents next year. I don't know what the plan is in New York. Jonathan Quick, he's actually played well there. Marc-Andre Fleury's still playing well. I'm not sure how David Rittich is doing, but any 3 of those would be a better fit than Caden Primo. So, I mean, any of those 3 I would take, absolutely. Extend Jake Evans. That's maybe another move that I would do. Jake Evans, 7 goals, 18 points in 33 games. Yeah. Good depth forward. I think he's playing himself out of a contract here because he's gonna get a nice little deal here. Like he's gonna, he's a career year. He's on pace for close to 20 goals. His best season yet. So, I mean, he might be a little expensive, but if you could get him on a good deal, I think I would extend Jake Evans. Versatile center, can play up and down the lineup, can play wing if you have to, but a great 4th line center. And then trade Josh Anderson, and not because I don't like his play, because he's been awesome, man. I think he's one of our best. He's been playing really good lately. He's been one of our better players in terms of like intensity, and he's gritty and just playing hard, and he's creating offense too. So he's got 6 goals and 12 points, but he's got 2 more years at $5.5 million per. So I think the way he's playing, it might be a good time to explore some trades, because I think people would like them. Like you said, maybe Philly needs a guy like that, right? I think a team with cap space, and Montreal could eat some of it, but I think Anderson, he's playing well this year. I think a lot of teams would look at him and be like, you know what? Yeah, maybe
you could use a guy like him.
Yeah, maybe we could use a guy like him.
Yeah, there's not too many players like him, right? So
yeah, and he can fight, man. Like this year, he's proved to be one of the toughest fighters in the league.
He's a tough guy. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we have here, you have the rookies right now.
Yeah, you want to revisit that?
Celebrini is lighting it up. 11 goals, 12 assists, 23 points in 24 games, with 7 points in his last 5. That's incredible. He is proving he might be the number 1 draft pick. I think they made a good pick picking him. But I'm still going to go with my boy Matt.
Yeah, what else do we got?
Well, we got Lane Hutson, 1 goal, 24 assists, 25 points in 33 games, 13 points in his last 12 games, which is ridiculous. That's pretty. And wait till he starts scoring too. He's going to go on a heater. And then you have Matt Fay, 11 goals, 16 assists, 27 points in 32 games, pointless in his last 5 games. Wow, does that put a smile on your face, doesn't it? Easy, John. Hey.
No,
hey.
I like the guy. I like the kid. For sure, I like him.
We haven't been scoring. We've been struggling the last 5 games.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Yeah.
Our other players are scoring, so that's okay. We got Frosty, Tippett, Noah Cates coming together. But hey, it's okay. I still think Maffey's going to come out on top.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I do.
Last week, if we had this conversation, or a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, like Maffey was sitting on top for sure. Lane Hutson wasn't even in the top 3. But yeah, things have changed, man. 2 weeks later, and things have changed. I think right now, Macklin and Lane Hutson may have jumped over Maffey to
number
be honest,
number
man.
2. Yeah, for sure. Of course. I'd say right now who leads it would probably be Lane Hutson. But with 23 points in 24 games with Celebrini, that's really impressive too, especially 7 points in his last 5. And since his return, the Sharks have turned it up. Because since his absence, when they started, they were not looking good. Now with him back, they're a tough team. They almost beat the Oilers today.
Took them to overtime.
They lost 3-2. Yeah, Draisaitl got that goal.
Yeah.
But no, it's looking good. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
can he stay healthy?
It's kind of fun, man.
Can he
it's
stay
kind
healthy?
Of fun. Like, I mean, this year, I don't know if we have any years where we have like 3 legitimate like superstars like competing for this Rookie of the Year, right? Like all these guys are like they're all almost.
Yeah.
I mean, Macklin Celebrini's a point per game. Like he's a point per game player. Maffey's pretty close to point per game. Lane Hutson's not quite there, but I mean he's a defenseman and he's averaging like 23 minutes a night. So like I don't know, man. Like it's gonna be interesting to see this, as the season goes on, because I'm sure it'll just go back and forth. But I think right now, between Macklin, Celebrini, and Lane Hutson, I would go 1-2 on their chances to win Rookie of the Year, and then I would put Michkov third. But I mean, Michkov can get on a heater too, right? And then he can move right back up. So I don't know, man. Like it's gonna be fun
close.
to watch.
It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be fun,
close.
Man. But with the addition of Patrik Laine, like Lane Hutson's just gonna keep getting points, man. Like,
and you know who I'm a little bit disappointed who's not scoring this year is Cutter Gauthier. Obviously I would like to see him score. I mean, it's kind of like a ha that he's not scoring just because of what happened. But still, like it'd be kind of cool if he was in this mix for a top 5. Like how many points? What does he have right now for points? Do you know?
Not that many.
I'm gonna check it out right now.
Nothing to write home about, I don't think.
No, it's not. But still, it would have been cool if he was at least in the 20 points.
I thought you hate him.
I'm gonna probably guess 13.
Shouldn't you hate him as a Flyers fan? You don't want this guy to succeed, do you?
Well, you want him to still be. I think it'd be cool to be a contender, But let's see where he's at as the Anaheim Ducks now have Trouba.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look. Cutter has 12 points, 4 goals, 8 assists, and 31 games.
Yeah, that's pretty quiet for a rookie.
It's not looking like he's not gonna make the cut.
No, definitely not gonna be the top 3. But it feels like these 3 have separated themselves, though, right, from the rest of the pack.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
and same with like Bedard. Bedard's so today I think he had 3 points.
Is he popping off now?
He's popping off, man. He's starting to play a little bit better, so that's good for him.
What does he have? What does his game log look like?
Well, let's take a look here.
Oh, Bedard.
Let's take a quick look for the Bedard. He leads his team in points. I know that.
Okay. 3.0.
Connor Bedard has 29 points. He has 8 goals, 21 assists. So yeah, he's coming around. 29 points in 34 games.
Yeah, he's got 10 points in his last 8 games, too, so that's good. Good for him.
That's
nice
amazing.
To see
good
him.
for him. Yeah.
Ever since they fired their coach,
good for
I guess.
him.
Maybe he was the problem. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it, too. Nice guy.
We'll see.
Okay, moving on.
A lot of coaches are getting fired this year.
What's that? Who is?
A lot of coaches are just in the shits this year.
I know.
I mean, look at New York.
I know.
They're not doing well.
Speaking of New York, I mean, let's talk about ex-New Yorker or ex-Ranger J.T. Miller and Elias Pettersson. Some problems in Vancouver. It's been heavily reported that J.T. Miller and Elias Pettersson do not get along. The Canucks organization have asked them to work things out. The Canucks say they would prefer to keep them both if the two can fix the situation. Pettersson's struggling this year with just 8 goals and 26 points in 32 games. For what he's making, that's struggling. Miller has 6 goals and 19 points in 22 games. Again, I mean, 6 goals in 22 games is not bad, but it's not great for JT Miller. But yeah, what a weird situation to be in, right?
They should just trade JT Miller, trade him. I mean, keep Pettersson. He's younger. That's the guy you obviously want to build around. JT Miller, I think you could get a good return for a guy like him. He adds a tremendous value. He can fight, he hits, he's offensive, defense. Tough player to play against, right? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you think as two professionals that you should get along and just play hockey, right? And try to be civil. I mean, I'm not sure what the reason is why they're not getting along, unless something really bad happened.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speculate and say something that's not true.
No.
So, but you can think what that could be. I don't know. But yeah, it's too bad, right? So.
Yeah, it's weird that this whole thing's gone public, right? Like, to the fact that it's like one thing for them not to like each other. And like, I was even listening to Kevin Biesca on the panel tonight on CBC or Sportsnet, and he's like, man, there's a few guys that I did not like when I was playing in Vancouver, but no one would know. No one knew about it, right? Like, he didn't tell anyone about it because you stay professional and you do your job and whatever. You don't like someone, fine.
Do your job.
I think it has to. Yeah. If there's a rift between the two, it has to come down to, I mean, I'd speculate this more than maybe what you're implying, but I would say it's the work ethic, right? Like, that's the obvious one for me, is that when Elias Pettersson, he kind of gets down in the dumps, he stops producing, he looks invisible out there, and then JT Miller, being the gamer that he is, he's probably like, let's get this going, man. Like, you suck, let's go. And Pettersson's probably like, I don't like that. That's a
little sensitive, probably.
That's my guess on how that goes down. But I mean,
JT Miller's a badass, man.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I wish we could afford a guy like JT Miller.
Yeah.
I mean, clean living.
Yeah, there was talks about possibly a Ranger deal. Like, I guess the Rangers are interested in acquiring him.
Yeah.
And they say maybe a guy like Miller, the other Miller, who's the defenseman, Keandre Miller. He could be a piece going back. I don't know if that's enough to get JT Miller, because JT Miller.
No, it's not enough.
Not even close, right?
I would say. I mean, I don't know what's happening with the Rangers, man, but they need to get their shit together. It's not good.
Yeah.
They were such a strong team. I'm not sure what happened to them.
I don't know either.
So,
but speaking of the Rangers, though, I think we can move on from that. But speaking of the Rangers, did you see the hit last night on Matt Rempe?
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. Like, and I'm gonna probably get some backlash for this. You know, could it have been charging? I don't really see. Yeah, the elbow was up like this, but should he control it a little bit better? Yeah, he could have kept that elbow down. Was it malicious? No. I think he can't help it for being how tall he is. And for the 22 games he's played in the NHL, he's been ejected 4 times or suspended 4 times.
Or no, ejected from the game. I think ejected.
Yeah, but he just needs to learn how to play with his body, being as enormous as he is. But I don't think the hit was that malicious. Like, I don't know. He's just a guy finishing his check. That's just me. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. Like, for sure.
Yeah,
I think he definitely ran him. Like, he came in hot. Like,
a little charging.
I thought it was on the charging side. The elbow, like, I don't know if the elbow is like, that's what people are talking about, the elbow, but like, I don't think that's the main, the biggest concern with that hit. I think it's him just running at him and just taking one too
Yeah,
many
and
strides,
the elbow
you know?
was like this, where I think he could have had it more shoulder, but I think that would have been worse if his shoulder hit. But then the player also put himself in that position where he should have. Player also has to know too to not ever put yourself in a position, and you should probably look behind you to see who is behind you. I don't know. There is a way to deflect yourself from a hit.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, it's not a good look. Still,
Yeah.
it's not a good look. Like the guy can't stay in the
Still
lineup,
learning, man.
right? I mean,
he's just trying to make things work. He's trying to earn a paycheck. You know.
yeah.
Maybe it's time that maybe the Rangers move on from Rempe.
Any takers?
Pick him
Any
up, Flyers.
takers?
Let's go.
Yeah, it's like
We're
we're just salivating over here. It's like, yeah, I'll take him.
I would give my left nut for a guy like Rempe. My God.
Oh, well, you've already had a vasectomy,
let's go.
so I mean, what's a nut?
That's
what's
painful,
another
man.
nut?
What's a nut now? Fuck, you know. I'm over here like trying to get comfy.
Yeah.
And fucking testicles hurt. Ugh, it sucks, man. I hate it.
Jeez, I was at the party. I was there at the play date today. I was talking to another dad about that, and he's got the surgery like booked for next month, and they're like, "Are you gonna do it?" And I was like, "Nope, I'm good, thanks. Not doing it. Don't care."
You're gonna have to do it, John.
So I don't. So I'm not too.
You don't want your wife to be on birth control.
No, she's not. No. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, we'll see.
Playing with fire, John.
You know what? Whatever happens, happens. I guess. You know what I mean? Like, who am I? Who am I to stop the natural? I don't know. If there's a third baby it's supposed to happen, it will happen.
Hey,
if it's meant to be,
that's
it
right,
will
man.
be. Baby, it's meant to be. Right? That's how that song goes.
Thanks, Dad.
So Rempe does have an in-person hearing with the NHL player safety on Sunday, and it is expected that he will receive a multi-game suspension. So, good luck, Rempe.
He'll
good
be
luck.
Fine.
Man, I hope
Come to Philly,
you
baby.
enjoyed your 5 minutes in your 5th game this season up in the big league. So, you know what? Before we leave, let's talk about Auston Matthews. He's out. Didn't play tonight. He's hurt.
Tage Thompson gives him a nice clean hit yesterday. Morgan Rielly drops the gloves. I mean, good for him for dropping him, I guess. But still, I mean, it's not like it wasn't a big hit. It was just a finishing check hit. I mean, I don't think it really deserved to drop the mitts, especially a guy like Tage Thompson. But I mean, you took with their top player out for 5 minutes, so that was smart. So
yeah, it's one of those things where you're just like, it's probably good that he defended his teammate, but because it's Auston Matthews and it's because it's the Toronto Maple Leafs, you just hate it. It's just like, I don't like it.
It's
something
just Matthews,
about it I don't like.
He seems he can't take a hit. He won't drop the gloves. I don't know. I don't think he was the best fit for being a captain.
No.
And don't get me wrong, he's one of the best shooters of all time. He's a great goal scorer. Yeah. But I just don't think, I thought Ferris was a great captain. And he's having a great season too. So
lighten it up.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's lighting it up.
But it's good to see Tage Thompson drop the gloves. He's a tough guy, but hasn't really fought in a couple years. But he'll go. He can fight. Yeah. So on that note, I think that does it for another episode of the Barely Onside podcast. Thanks for listening, watching. Please follow us on Facebook and TikTok at Barely Onside Podcast. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can also listen to us on Spotify.